Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Konaja here. Welcome back to the Mindcrack server. I join you in the depths of the world as we look for the world's most precious resource. Iron? I don't know what the deal is, but I literally just spent, let me look, 14 minutes looking for iron through caving and through strip mining, and I come back with 11. Wow, why is that flash now? Did that always flash when you held E? I don't know, but I now have to put a seizure warning on this video. But 11 will get us started towards what I want to do. And what I want to do is continue construction on the boathouse. On Monday, on live stream, we did a little bit more progress on the boathouse, and it is coming along quite nicely, I believe. You can see it's quite a bit different than the last time we saw it. Still experimenting with some design. Don't know how intricate I want to make it. The bottom half of it is, well, the bottom floor is concrete. Hi there. Is concrete, and then we have these stone brick walls as well as andesite walls. That's kind of a little offset design, but that's basically been hidden. It's a very subtle detail now, thanks to all the scaffolding. All of the scaffolding is because there's a cool mechanic with the scaffolding. If I can get in this boat without, yeah, we did it, without getting on the llama instead, you can boat through scaffolding. And when you boat through scaffolding and you get out of a boat in the scaffolding, it's very easy. You're not really helping my case here, server. It's very easy to get onto the scaffolding. It works like a cool little marina setup, and then you can climb the scaffolding to get up into the structure. So this is the floor of my future house, and there's some work that needs to be done here, but I'm trying to decide what I want to do for the look of the house. And a big part of what I want to do here is a very kind of modern design, but I also want it to be, I want it to be very glass heavy. I want to be able to see out of it from all sides in significant ways. I'm not sure what materials I'm going to use. Currently, our textures are sandstone, oak, and stripped oak, as well as the stone brick, and a little bit of that andesite. I want to stay within that range, but I also want there to be some kind of, I don't know, brightness to it as well. My future plan is to incorporate bamboo into the build, as it will be our, like, edging. I want it to be growing around the place, but I'm going to wait to do that until we get the structure kind of built. So the only way to get in and out is from the boatloader, and that's, or boatloader, marina basically. And that's how we're going to keep it. So I don't need a front door on the structure at all, and that's kind of a cool, I don't know, building not restriction. Like usually you have to leave something for a door, and in this case, we don't really have to. I might want to do like a porch on one side or the other, but we're not necessarily going to. Alright, let me go grab a boat that doesn't have a llama in it. And we're going to boat our way over to spawn, and I'm going to see if I can find some cactus, because I believe people have found cactus at this point. I probably have wood on me. Sure. And now it's a boat. I should put some of this crap up. I should also get... Oh, that didn't smelt. Smelt, please. Not there, not there, and smelt up our iron. Did I make a boat? I'm very organized. I'm a very organized person, as you all know. Okay. That should be enough inventory space. Oh, I also found some diamonds down there. I am using a diamond axe and a diamond pickaxe. Those are some advancements in recent times, and that is because I died and lost all my stuff last week. That was very unfortunate, but we started anew, and I made some cool new tools to make up for it. I'm currently boating down a river that didn't used to exist. Arcus decided that he wanted that little pool where his first place was to connect over to where he's building his new place. And that worked out amazingly for us, because now we have actual reason for our boathouse to connect to the river. So that's pretty cool. And we can disembark over here, and I believe spawn should be just a stone's throw away. I've not personally been over to spawn in quite a while. I think the world's not loading. There it is. I know they've been doing a lot of work with villagers, so I made sure I came over here during the day. I don't want to be responsible for the death or loss of any of these villagers. Because, yeah, they're apparently a lot of work to maintain. There we go. There's so many iron golems in here now. Bray and Reisky are working on a wall, like a more permanent wall. Let's see. What is this? Oh, I see. Ugly but functional skelly and zombie grinder. Those are very helpful. Let's see. I see everything but cactus so far. I see a cactus. Oh, it's on the outside. We got to hop a fence. Huh. No. There's got to be a way out, right? I'm trapped. This looks like a way out. Okay. So close the door. Don't be responsible. And we'll knock down the cactus. That's probably the dumb way to do that. You probably lose cactus doing that. All right, we get 2 cactus. I'll plant these over at my base, and we'll have access to green blocks, which might end up being green concrete. It might end up being green glass. I have not really decided there, but I've decided I definitely want to use green as my accent color on the build. All right, well, I'm going to head over and get these 2 cactuses planted, and hopefully that starts to spur some growth, and we get a bunch more. What is this? What is this stone structure? What are you? Gone squishing. Employees only. Ah, I remember this. How is it possible that I can watch things being built on stream and then suddenly not remember what they are at all when I look at them on the server? It's pretty strange. Server's also still struggling a bit. We're still on... No, that's the wrong thing. We're still on 14.0, I guess. 14.1 is in pre-release 2. It has a lot of these bug fixes for like the terrain loading, hopefully some of the server load, and hopefully things improve there soon because server's still doing well. Still a lot of people on and enjoying it, and it's good to see. Alright, so the first question before we start messing around with the glass and stuff is, what do we want the actual structure of the building to look like? I'm thinking really, hopefully minimalistic structure. And what I'm thinking is using, what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's a good number. So we could do 3 in here and 3 in here. That would be 3 in the middle. So that would mean here and here. I'm thinking of putting like our frame there. I grabbed some andesite and some diorite. We gotta look at these since these textures are so much better than they used to be. But they might be too chunky. So I'm gonna take a look and see what those do. We're all a little bit, you know, limited in supplies. Obviously, Nebs is going all out because, well, that's what he does. We got Babs over here building. I think that's the racetrack. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. That might be something different there. Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. I watch all these people building everything on here, and yet when I'm actually on here, it just seems like a completely different place. Anyway. We got brick there, we got brick there. So this is going to be kind of a weird looking build in between those, but hopefully it looks all right. Well, let's do 3 here, 3 here, and then do the polished have stairs and slabs yet, or have they not done that yet? I don't know. We're about to find out. Let's cut some stone. Cut that stone. Okay, we do have slabs and stairs. Oh, neat. All right, so I'm gonna make just a couple of these, and just a couple of these, because once you make them, you can't unmake them. All right. So if I wanted it to kind of dome over from there, it would be. Did I bring? Oh, I did bring scaffolding. Great job, Cone. I love scaffolding. It is the best. All right, so it'd be like this, and then oh, I can use scaffolding for this also, can I? No, can't place it that low. That's fine. Ouch! I did not successfully use that. That up there, and then I should be able to place this on that. Yeah, and then it should be really easy to tear it down, right? Love it. Great, great invention that you didn't invent, Minecraft. Alright, so we wouldn't want it to be that frail. I hate it when it looks that frail, but let's see which of the two blocks I like more. That was a fail. Eat a potato. Eat a potato. Keep eating that potato. There we go. Let's do front also. That's great. I like that so much. Okay, here and... oh, one more. Should be easy. Yep. One there. And let's see. Okay, from the top, that looks better. Because it matches these better. I really like the contrast of these. And I kind of like how the edges aren't quite as... I don't know... obnoxious. Like this dark edge on the diorite's pretty bold. Let's take a look from down below. Wow, I'm surprised. I thought I was gonna like that a lot more from down here. But it's really bright. It's very sharp in comparison. But on the flip side, I also like the blending of this. Okay, well, what's it gonna look like if we do a primarily glass enclosure? Sadly, there's still not glass stairs that I know of. That would be something that would make me probably actually literally jump and cheer. But I don't think those exist yet. Probably not ever. I mean, it's not actually stone, so... stone cutter. We need a glass cutter. Okay, so what would we do with the front then? And what are we going to do with the roof? Because we can only then have glass. I don't mind there being blocks and panes involved. And we could have full glass blocks here, here, and here. And then panes in between. But it would only still be 3 tall ever. Which is probably fine. Alright, I really got to decide on which of those I want to choose. Either you grow yet? No. Lazy cactuses. It occurs to me what a bad look it was to not actually use the marina when I boated back over here. So now I'm gonna correct that wrong. Look at me. I'm using the marina that I built for this purpose. Look at me go. Alright, let's climb back up here. And I'm gonna take a look at the glasses and see which I want to use. It's a shame I don't have anything silk touch, and I don't believe there's any way to get glass back. Do shears work? I know I lost my shears in the terrible drowned incident, but I don't remember if shears work, or if that's an old thing. That's probably an old thing. All right, I got white panes also. All right, let's put that next to that. See, that's a lovely contrast right there. I like the contrast of the white glass against this. Let me extend that out. Let me extend that even further. Might as well use what I got, basically. Okay, now let's do the same here. So what happens with this? I guess there's going to be cap blocks. So we will have an actual roof of this material or some other material. I think it would probably be neat to use slabs. Make the support structure a little bit taller than the actual roof grade. Might be neat. Let's see. I'm gonna finish out this corner because this is what I would end up doing. So it'd be full blocks at the corner. which I do like that look. I like the depth that provides. That's nice. All right. Down, please. Thank you. And again, from out here, I much prefer the white stained glass. It's actually a little, which is interesting, it's a little bit more subtle. Like, this is a much sharper look than this. This looks very muted. If clear glass, diorite, but if andesite, white glass. I was also thinking of, you know, spicing things up with some green cactuses. Or cacti, if you're proper. Alright, I think I've just had some inspiration, and I know where I'm going to use the green now. And it's going to be on the front, because that's also going to be a big glass thing. But I want to do like a stained glass window up front, or a mosaic, or is it really a mosaic? Not really. But some kind of a picture up front with the green glass. So that's a later thing. That's a later thing. It's going to be lime green also, which means that that green got a little cheaper, which is good. So unfortunately, I think I am going to have to destroy my clear glass up there. I'm going to go with the white. I'm going to go with the white, which is a little unfortunate because I don't have a lot of bone meal. But, I mean, there's scary things out there. I'm sure there's plenty of skeletons. And we did hear that Chibli, I believe, has a skeleton dungeon. So that'll make it a little easier to get. This is so sad. Oh, my beautiful glass. That must have been an old beta thing that I remember, was the ability to get glass back with shears. I thought there was a floating pane there. All right, well, let me make some white and probably change this over to andesite. Of course, I chose the material I have the least of, which is andesite. There's a ton of it down in the caves, though. All right, so we need, I think, at least 8 of these, I would say. That'll be a good start. And let's see if we can. Let's build at least one of these structures to see what we're going to do for the roof. Let's start with that. So we're going to stick with 3 for the walls, but then more of a domed ceiling than a, than like a, how do you say, like a sloped, like a typical, like, what word was that? Typical? Good job, brain. It's less of like a gabled roof or anything like that. It's more of like a dome in my mind. I don't think it's actually going to look that way, but that's what it looks like in my mind. Scary place that is. All right, so that's out 3. Thinking one more because I want a lot of height in order to have enough room at the front to do some kind of design. How does that look? And why am I not using... why am I not using scaffolding? Oh, my brain just had a full-on moment. Now we're talking. Now we're building with scaffolding. There we go. Yes, yes. All right, and then seal off the top. Can we reach? We can't, but we can reach now. No, we can't. We can reach now. All right, so flat up there. And then that gives me the opportunity to have some kind of like different roof. These words meant nothing. All right. I'm playing with some ideas here now to try to make the roof a little bit more interesting. I'm worried that if I just do this structure the whole way down, it's just gonna look real boring. But actually, I need this down here. If we make the rest of the roof a different slope, but I may end up making it also a different material. Jump to this and look this way. Here. All right, there's not actually a way to do that because I think that's a full block. Can I place? No, I don't think there's any way I can place that on top. It's always going to go off to the sides. I'm still learning this whole scaffolding mechanic. And the mechanics of the scaffolding. So, how do I get... Oh, there we go. Alright, that was easy enough. Jump up here. And there. Okay, so what that leaves me is this little gap. And that would be on each side. And what I'm hoping I could do then is some kind of decorative block that from the outside looks interesting on the roof. I'm gonna go get some more andesite and we'll keep toying with this idea. You know what, I like the idea, but actually now that I look at it, I think what I would want to do is for the roof sections use a different material so that it's not all just gray. So these are just purely structural members of the build. I still would rather put a backwards stair in these so they look a little stronger. But yeah, I think maybe doing a wood roof instead of stone would give it a little bit more interest. So I am going to try some oak slabs because we got plenty of oak to play with. Well, I have some on me actually. And these are just made the good old-fashioned way. I can make a stack of them real quick. There's plenty of other wood available, but I'm trying to keep this build pretty minimalistic in materials used. I don't want a ton of different blocks. Alright, so what would be the easiest way? Probably... Oh, I need to make more scaffolding. Probably just fill in under this. Yeah, that would be the easiest way. And then you can place... Nope. I already made a mistake. Oh, gone forever. Bye. Bye, slab of wood. Oh, why is that so hard to place? Like, why is it difficult to place on the bottom? Because I'm clearly just an idiot, is what it is. Clearly, I am just an idiot. Again, an idiot. I had 60 scaffolding in my inventory the whole time. Alright. Let's fill this in completely. Man, this would have been great when we were doing the super realistic build style on the last season. I should probably plan on doing another build like that on this server. Why am I doing this? You could just use scaffolding cone. Alright, and then that completes the top. Okay. So that would be the actual profile of the roof. Rather than... Oh, I guess I didn't consider that these need to go. Get out of here. Go on, get. Alright. So that would be the actual profile of the roof. Let me extend that out so we can get a little bit more of an idea of what we're dealing with here. You can do this. I believe in me. Okay. I can't see anything because there's scaffolding in the way. But I think... Oh, no. There's no OSHA initiative here either. No OSHA involved. Okay, so what if we look at it from this side? I can't really tell how much of that is going to be high with Mr. Full Gold Enchanted Armor Skeleton over there. So it would be poking through. No, I think that's going to look good. I'm envisioning what that's going to look like in my head, and I like it. So I think we're going to roll with that. Okay, so I finished in this section of planks. Let's tear down the scaffolding and get a look at what it's going to look like without anything obstructing the view. And yeah, there's not a lot of gap there from the inside. But from the outside, I think it's going to be more visible. Yeah, that's much more visible. So what do we do with the front and back then? Because if we're not going to do another one of these, front and back, then we don't really have anything to mimic that. What I was initially wanting to do was this whole cap in glass, but that won't really work because there's no glass slabs and there's no glass stairs. So I might then have to do this again up at the front. So there would be 2 here, 2 here, and this would be the only one then in glass blocks. In that case, does that even really need to be glass blocks? Probably not. It could just be panes all the way across. I think that's what we'll end up doing. Alright, well, I need to go do some mining then and get me some more andesite. Great job, cactuses. I'm real proud of you. Ouch. Ouch. I understand. I understand. It's probably my fault. It's not your fault. Oh, man. Oh, no, it's here. I thought maybe we lost that one. I'll put you in there. Very effective use of coal there. Very effective. Alright, while I go down here and mine for some andesite, actually, let's talk about some things. There was some good discussion on last week's video about the streaming versus YouTube thing in regards to content like this, and I certainly appreciate everybody being cool with it. Like, there was nobody that's just obnoxious about, you know, being upset about anything as far as streaming versus YouTube. People in general seem to understand. And me and Brian got into quite a discussion, ooh, iron, about this the other night. And I kind of posed the question of, you know, what if I did live streams in a format that was more video-like? And instead of, you know, it being interrupted and having alerts and things like that, what if we just saved all that for the end? The theory there is I could kind of combine the best parts of a YouTube video with the best parts of streaming, because I would still be interacting with chat, doing, you know, collaborative building basically, which is frankly my favorite part of especially streaming Minecraft, is listening to people's suggestions and your feedback on what the next, you know, thing I should do, what block I use. I could get instant feedback on things like, well, what do you like about this roof option versus this roof option? I like that stuff. And it certainly, the two of us ended up kind of, I don't want to say getting into it, but it was certainly a very strong discussion between the two of us. Because I don't think he really saw a lot of value in that. But it's something that's interesting to me. It's something that I'm curious to see if anybody out there adopts, and that is the mentality of more uninterrupted live stream footage, or not even footage, just, you know, style. And I don't know for sure which, ooh, spooky noises. I don't know for sure if what I'm talking about even holds any water. You know, does it actually matter to enough people that their streams are, you know, more production value, and you know, more action, or not even action, but just more uncut. I love this format. We can talk about this till I am blue in the face. That I love making video. I love editing. I love, you know, putting a video together, and I very much so try to do as much of that as I can. But I also have learned to really enjoy the streaming stuff as well. So it's not a one or the other type of thing for me. It's both. You know, I'm trying to make the best of both worlds there, and I don't know what that means. I don't know. I did all this discussion and all this talking about it, and I really didn't get anything out of it. The biggest thing for me is I always want to enjoy what I'm doing, and that's not a personal thing as far as like, I don't want to be unhappy. I don't want to work hard. I just want to do what makes me happy, blah, blah, blah. It's not so much that as I want my stuff to be genuine. And if you're doing stuff you don't actually enjoy, it's really hard to actually make genuine content that way. So that's why it's just so important to me that what I'm doing is stuff that I truly believe in. And that's why I put so much thought into things like that. I guarantee you, very, very few people actually put so much thought into, boy, how interrupted, oh, I thought that would work and it didn't. is my content for people when what they're doing works. Like, the norm on Twitch is to read every alert and thank subs on the spot and stuff like that. And that's just the way, that's the way that developed, you know, that's the way that streaming got accepted. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, I'm just saying that it's interesting that that is so strongly that way, that maybe it would be interesting to try things differently and see if, I don't want to say convert anybody, like, because I know there's people that just do not like live streaming, but it'd be interesting to see if it made it a more enjoyable experience for people, or if in general people don't mind the alerts and like the alerts, and they like the on-screen thanks. They like the even the pauses in quote-unquote action for that stuff. It's a big cookie to crumble. What I did here feels kind of lazy, but I just extended the roof underneath of the support beams here, so I didn't have to. Ooh, pixel perfect. Nope. I'm trying to avoid putting up more scaffolding. I say how much I love the scaffolding. What do I immediately do? I try to use less of it. Oh, I didn't even need to put those in there. But I should be able to just knock these out from underneath so that we still maintain the look that I was going for. So all these go here. Hop. Can we get it? Got it. Right, so this little streak here isn't very long, so it might be a little, I don't know, redundant. Let's see. I really wouldn't mind if that was see-through somehow, but I know I'm gonna want structure under those stairs because they look pretty silly, just kind of hanging there. They don't look like they'd be very strong at all. So let's go make more stairs and put those on the other side. The servers lagged a little bit, so the nights are very long. If you ever look up in the sky and the real moon is doing those kind of disco moves, you should probably be concerned. That's probably reason for alarm, to be honest. Get 8 more of those. I may have also used slabs, I'm not sure. 8 is not going to be enough now that I think about it, but we can get a start at it. Alright, so just there, and there. I like that look, though. That's good. That's a... Oh. That is a strong look. I hear you out there, Drowned. What? That's my scaffolding! You ain't a contractor! Get out of here! All I'm doing here is probably spawning more of these jerks. Alright. Now we look good. Alright, so what do we do about the empty spaces then? Let's get back to the roof. So the easiest solution would be this. And do that on each side of this. So that would give this even more design, which I'm happy about. Probably extend that out on each side as well. This is very much so a design on the fly project, which are my favorite. I really like these. It's more like sculpture, if you will. It's more like, you know, you're making a clay model, and instead of it being, you know, you're fitting to a template, you have a schematic, and you're printing out a version of something. You're just kind of shaping and molding it as you go, and that's a fun way to build. Not always the prettiest builds. I think the pre-planned stuff tends to end up, you know, turning out more elegant, but sometimes you get some pretty neat builds just doing it this way. Alright, what do I feel about doing this? I feel like I don't have enough for it. I feel like I'm now inside. I feel like that fixed the inside perfectly. And... you know what, I think it's just kind of... Oh, this is a very safe workplace. Very safe. I feel like it's extra. I feel like it's unnecessary. So I could Pop those right back off. Okay, cool. Let me finish these out and see what it looks like as a complete roof. Alright, so we don't exactly have the glass in place yet. I guess I'm gonna break these. I decided not to do that. But the roof is in, and from the inside I really like it. I'm quite happy with the overall look. I'm curious about if I'm gonna like it from the outside as much. It's such a weirdly shaped building that it certainly surprises me on occasion. I did fill this in with glass, if you're wondering. Kelp Corner. Kelp Corner shall remain a incredible mystery with its floating sand creation. Alright, I've stalled enough. I'm not feeling it. How is that possible? How did I go from loving it to all of a sudden not really feeling it? I think it's the end pieces. I liked it when it was the two arches in the middle, but now that it's also the end pieces, it looks so bulky. It's cool. It's unique. I didn't finish in this end one over here. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's this as well, like where it's sticking out. Oh, that's actually kind of the neater detail of it. What about if I trimmed down the top one to slabs? Because it just seems a little bulky up the front. Alright, everybody, let's hope this saves the design. I've replaced the top layer with slabs. And the verdict is... well, now it looks real chopped off at the corners. Why is that? Maybe it's just this. Maybe that's all. Oh, I had done that over here, but I hadn't done it over there. Okay, okay. No need to panic. No need to panic. How does it look now? Oh, okay, that's much better. Much better. Okay. Okay, so from this side, that looks pretty good. It looks strong. If maybe a little bit awkward, but I'm a little okay with it being awkward. The problem I've created for myself is I can't glass in this whole thing anymore because I used stairs on the underside. So that is a problem that I can't believe I didn't realize until now. This is the problem with designing on the fly. Now it's very heavy now. That's a very heavy design. I would probably even under slab the front. Good job, cactuses. You're doing great. I like it from the side. Like, from the side, it's very good. From the front, I'm not so sure. But maybe that's because I'm seeing it without the stained glass in there, which is going to be way more of a visual draw than this once it's there. Other than that, I really like how intricate it looks. It's a very intricate design. Let's consider that the final revision. And then from here, I'm going to finish out the white stained glass and get a complete look. Oh, baby. Nearly exactly the perfect amount there. And I totally didn't misplace any and have to break them. Totally. Alright, let me double check from the inside that we have everything in place. And then we'll be able to make an assessment on if we like this or not. Something looks different with this one. Did I not put in the second blocks? Whoops. What is this? No, that's the full block. I guess that's just the way it looks. That's just the way it is. Okay. Alright. So everything appears even except for this one. Something really doesn't add up here. Why? Why? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like a half step right here. Oh, yeah. I remember doing that. Okay. I'm silly. All right, so this looks great from the inside. This is exactly the look I was going for inside, but how does it now look from the exterior? That is the question of the day. In the rain, it looks great. Yeah, that's it. That was the look. That was the look. Spooky noises agree. I am very pleased, and I think that will do it for today's build progress here on the Mindcrack server. I hope you enjoyed as always, and I will see you all next time.